Instagram. Oh, we got one person in.
Oh, we're in here. Okay, yeah.
How's it going? All right.
I'm
just getting everything set up.
Pulling up our live on our Instagram.
All right. Can I get the wine key?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Let's get everybody.
Nope, we lost the one person that was here.
Come back. Okay. So I think this is how it's going to go.
Yeah.
All right. I'll move this out of the way. I look like an ugly computer.
Let's do it live. Hey.
Welcome in, everybody. The much anticipated second live from DDI Wine. Glowing reviews, glowing feedback on our first, so had to do it again. And speaking to you of live, we are coming to you live from our new office.
Woo!
Fairfield. We won't show you too much what's over there. It's still a bit crazy. But yes, big moves, exciting moves. And we're even more excited to taste our delicious and exclusive May Wine Club wines with you all tonight. We will have a nice lineup. So for those of you who may be a bit familiar, but I will explain for those that may not be, we have our standard 4 wine club shipments that go out every 3 months. They are standardized to be a mix and match red, white, or rosé if it calls for the season as well. But we also have 2 alternative wine clubs where it's a white only and a red only for those that have a preference on the type of wine that they like to enjoy. So for this video, we're doing a bit of a range. We're not going to drink all 10 wines, but we've got a nice about 5 wines today.
Roughly, yeah.
2 whites, 3 whites, a rosé, and 1 of the reds. It's a little bit warm up here in Fairfield, so taking it easy with the white wines.
And
thank you, sir.
And our wine club surprisingly did really well. As you guys know, we've had quite a few club members reach out to us. We actually sold out of our wine club, so we're a little bit limited even within our bottles that we have. This is it. This is the absolute last. We sold out of all of our wine clubs for this go around. We're really excited, and we're taking signups for August wine club now.
Yes, get in while you can. We definitely over allocated on this next shipment to make sure that we had enough to go around. But if things continue how they have been, you definitely want to
sign up
get in now
before it's gone.
Right now. Right now.
So the really cool part about this this wine club for May was we have 2 different unique things that we were trying to bring together. We had the tradition of the Dahu, which is going to be the first wine that we're going to be going over today. It's from Cellars des Sillons. It is a blend of Muscat and Petite Arvine. And the Dahu is a legendary mythical creature from Swiss folklore that is a little bit, its legs and arms are a little bit longer on one side so it can run circles around the Alps. And like a playful little joke is asking tourists to always kind of, sorry, I got a little on your desk, okay. Look up to the Alps and see if they can see the Dahu riding around. Some mythical folklore has depicted the Dahu as something more ominous, more dark, more evil. But overall, it's just a playful kind of spirit and homage to Swiss folklore and just tradition. And this wine kind of exemplifies that with both Muscat and Petite Arvine being like indigenous grapes that have been there for as long as we can remember in Switzerland. I don't think Muscat is originally from Switzerland, but it has been produced and cultivated there as far back as we can see with the records. So,
what I really love about this club theme in May, I think it's really cool, the kind of mythological aspect you got going with it. So we'll have, the theme is where legends inspire rebels and rebels become legends. So we'll cover a few special lines from a few of our producers where they really embrace these folklore and mythological creatures in their winemaking, and bring a fun kind of component to the wine.
Also, is it out of pocket for me to say that this is my first time trying the Dahu wine?
It's not out of pocket.
The Dahu line right here. We fell in love with it. Cellars de Sion, one of our favorite producers from the Valais region of Switzerland. They had this Dahu line that was just so cool looking. Like the bottles were beautiful, simplistic. The concept was super awesome of just being around the Dahu. They were both blends, both Dahu Blanc and Dahu Noir. Was really kind of awesome, and we just gambled on it. We were like, we're doing it, and we brought him over. There it is. There she is.
Yeah, leave that for the beautiful bottle, nice label, a little simplistic elegance note to it. These, like Brandon mentioned, come from our friends over at Les Celliers de Sion, where they love, I mean, I think just all their labels and designs are kind of a nice note on that elegance touch to it. Classic but simplistic.
Oh, I forgot to give you. Cheers.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Wow, it's
quite
delightful.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's quite. I would say it's still dry, but it's definitely got that very pronounced, like, I think Muscat coming over in the flavor profile, where it's got like that kind of fruitiness. Not like, I don't want to call it sweet, but it is more on that kind of like high chew type flavor profile, you know.
Very aromatic, it's got like the nice kind of fruit notes like you're talking about, kind of those pears. There's almost like that subtle hint of lychee.
Yeah, I get that a lot, honestly.
But yeah,
especially on the nose.
But not overly sweet.
No.
You know, very fruity, yes, but sweet, no. And it has like the slightest touch of acid kind of on the back end to kind of round everything out.
Yeah, bring everything together. Very light too. I mean, got a little bit of viscosity to it, but really kind of playful on the palate. I don't know if you can see too much, but it's this beautiful kind of pale straw, almost like borderline kind of diamondy yellow.
Yeah,
you know,
that kind of like strawish, yellowish gold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that nose is just immaculate.
I like that a lot. This would go really, really well with, I think, some spicy food.
Yeah,
Asian cuisine, curries,
some spicy prawns, curries. And Melissa's favorite, foie gras. This is a foie gras wine. If foie gras ever foie gras.
We don't know where everybody stands on the whole foie gras issue out there in the ethical community, but speaking for myself, and I think I can speak for my sister too, it is quite a renowned delicacy.
A renowned delicacy, to put lightly, without getting too political. Foie gras is evil. It is an evil thing, but
it's making Melissa's mouth water right now as we see.
Apparently delicious, and this is the wine we would like to pair with it.
Yeah, this is wonderful, and even though it is light, it's got definitely enough body to hold up to a nice kind of food appetizer. I would almost probably, I mean, I think on a really hot day, I would chill this down and definitely drink it on its own. But I think this almost, to me, like I would rather almost pair this with something, just because I feel like it's got so much expression that like it really could be like complemented or brought out, or can deal with a little bit of other kind of flavor competition on the palate.
It's definitely got enough body to hold up. which is really kind of unique when you have like a really kind of fruit forward white wine like this. Usually you don't have a lot of body on it, which we're saying it's not that uncommon when it comes to Swiss wines.
Yeah.
We're running into this situation in Switzerland specifically.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a lot kind of going on for it. And I don't know if anybody is watching this. We've had multiple wine club members kind of reach out to us asking if they could buy some more of this, specifically the Dahu Blanc. Unfortunately, no, like
Sorry.
I said. But what we can do is we are going to be putting together another shipment here pretty soon, probably around the end of June, beginning of July kind of areas, when we're going to start formatting our new shipment, and we can throw on some cases for anybody. We'll do that for any wine club member. You already know the cost. We'll just have it specially allocated for you.
Yep. Yeah, we've got our current next shipment on the way right now with some really fun and exciting new wines from our travels out in Switzerland in February. We're hoping to bring over a lot more. We have some really exciting producers on tap over there, but with kind of the whole uncertainty of everything going on and the fear of those 31% tariffs, we just could not quite afford that exposure at this time. So we dialed it back, still bringing some super exciting things over that'll be here end of June, early July, hopefully before the 90-day suspension is over. But
fingers crossed.
Yeah, some really fun stuff to look forward to, and especially in the wine club as well.
A lot of fun things,
really cool things,
exciting coming for August. Yeah,
honestly, the next year of wine club wines
I'm
gonna be sick. I'm telling you first now.
Juiced, jazzed. Are we allowed to curse?
Don't miss out.
I am
mismount, huh? Miss out. That's
miss.
Don't
mismount. Don't mismount your brackets.
Yeah.
So
anyways,
the next one we have is the Dylan. Please pronounce that for us.
La Tiaf.
La Tiaf, which means
it's like joy and fun or something, right? You did the write-up, so I'm gonna.
I did. I was
gonna defer to you.
Google Translate kind of told me a lot of it, but yes, it is more of kind of like fun, playfulness. But the Pedze line,
exemplified by the dancing silhouettes on the label,
which is super beautiful.
Notice this little bio Suisse here that Brandon will tell you more about.
Le bio Suisse. So first and foremost, the Pedze line is really incredible, and it's kind of where the rebel aspect of May's Wine Club kind of comes into fold here, is because the Pedze is rebellious youth or rebellious spirit in Vaud French slang in Switzerland, and it is the kind of quintessential new age movement of winemakers, where you have like the tradition of the Dahu and kind of like living into that folklore and kind of embracing Switzerland's tradition. That gives rise to the Pedzes, to the rebellious youth that are changing the status quo, that are moving things forward. We're going more into biodynamic, more into natural and organic style wines. And keep in mind, Switzerland is the strictest country in the world when it comes to its winemaking practices. And the Bio Suisse is one of the hardest labels to acquire, period. Yep. And Pedze is just a big FU to the traditional standards of we're doing our own thing. We're embracing life. We're loving wine. It is not some contemporary art piece to put on your shelf and turn around and sell it in 10 years. It is a wine that is designed to be drank now and indulged upon and
have fun with.
And I can fucking talk all day about this.
And he will.
That I will. But just to wrap it up, Dylan, what is this a blend of?
Yes, thank you. Keep us on track here. So this lovely rosé is a blend of Gamay, Garanois, and Pinot Noir. So for those that might not remember Garanois, that is one of our staple Swiss grapes here, featured in our signature oaked red blend, Legende. But it is a Swiss exclusive grape that was born from a cross of Gamay and a German Reichensteiner that produced Gamay and Garanois as two sibling grapes. So Garanois is going to be the more velvety, fruit expressive, eloquent sibling of the two. and you'll see the Garage Noir a lot more in rosés or as a more fruit expressive single varietal grape, because the Gamay is going to be your more like peppery, full body sibling. This one here, I mean, you can probably see has such a nice light pink color, almost light scent. You can see the effervescence on the camera as well.
It's pale.
Wow, my computer. We're also live on YouTube right now, and I'll tell you what, the MacBook Pro camera is.
Tell you what,
is shitting on the iPhone, but we're doing good progress over here.
This is way heavier than I expected for the coloring. Usually when you have a rosé that's this light,
I'm expecting it to be light.
You're expected it to be really light, but no, the Garage Noir really creates this incredible body and acidity, really kind of bringing everything together. You get strong.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Strong like that's so good. Strong raspberries, good acidity on the back end that makes you want to keep drinking. Oh man, that's delicious.
This is really good.
That's a damn good rosé.
This is damn good. Melissa said, I vote for more wine that pairs perfectly with foie gras, and santé to that.
Boo. Boo.
I was just talking about the humanity aspect of this the other day, but we won't get into it. No, but this wine is actually really, really nice. I mean, one thing that we've been noticing over here is, so in Switzerland, it's very prevalent to see darker rosés, more ruby, kind of like crushed raspberry color type rosé. There isn't, but we definitely see here that there is quite an alliance to the rosé drinkers preferring their lighter color, their more Provençal style rosés around France. And I think this is kind of a beautiful combination, honestly, where you're getting that light pink desired Provençal color, but you're getting this fully rounded like flavor bomb, honestly, on the palate. Like
it's got like this,
it's big to me,
dry, almost lightly bitterness right before the acidity. That's incredible. The tannics of it has like a good tannic structure, but there's this dry, great refreshing kind of bitterness into the acidity.
Super refreshing.
Oh my god, it makes you want to keep coming back for more. This is low-key one of the better rosés. I know it's funny that we're kind of like tasting this at the same time, but we were really just impressed with the Pedze and the Dahu. We all know Cave de la Côte. We all know Cellars de Sion. If you know us, you know these two producers. We trust them implicitly. We've had long conversations about these lines, and we just ordered the wines. We had an idea of what we kind of wanted to do with our wine club. We ordered these wines, and we gambled on them. We didn't have enough to just do a tasting portfolio beforehand. So now getting to taste this for the first time is making me really sad that we're sold out, because I want to buy some of this.
This could end up being a mainstay, honestly, at some point. And, you know, one other thing that I personally loved about the Cuve de Pedze line from Cave de la Côte, like Brandon was mentioning, how it's like really an homage, you know, paying homage to the youth and the rebellion, but like also the individuality and this new generation that's blossoming in Switzerland.
Yep.
And that's something that we saw exemplified all over the country when we were visiting new winemakers. I mean, so many youthful and creative winemakers who are grabbing their domain by the reins and really going out on a limb to try new things, innovative things, and really harping down on that sustainability aspect too. And so it's really just a super fun and exciting thing to see everything that's growing in Switzerland with the youth especially. And I think this line just kind of exemplifies it, bringing a lot more character, vibrancy, and youthfulness to these wines, not faltering or harboring any, like, taking any concessions on quality whatsoever.
No, period. This is where the rebels do become legends.
Mm-hmm.
They're really, as cliched as it is, and is kind of like a marketing PR sound like, it's these people are really changing the game. They're building the wine culture that they want to live in, that they want to partake in. They're building it sustainably, organically, with indigenous style grapes, with a mix of more worldly grapes on top of that. It's a whole culture and movement all within itself, and everybody's our age.
Yeah,
that's really kind of moving the needle right now. So it's cool to kind of get to see it happening in real time.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful wine and beautiful lineup. And like Brandon was saying, Bio Suisse is one of the harder distinctions to get in the wine world. It took our cousin Emilienne at Domaine Les Hutins, I think, almost 15 years to get her certification finalized and approved. There was COVID slowdowns, but I think she had been in conversion since like 2007.
That's so crazy.
And it's like at least 10 years. You have to turn over all the soils. There has to be absolutely no trace of any man-made chemicals or anything like that. I guess briefly speaking to it, if you don't know what Bio Suisse is, it's biodynamic wines, where they're really using truly minimal intervention. In my opinion, it is the best natural style of winemaking, where they are very much controlling what they are putting in the vineyards, as well as the cellar treatment. So no chemicals. You're doing everything by hand: the pulling, the pruning, the picking, the harvesting. You're tending the land by hand. You're only using natural elements such as zinc, copper to spray the vineyards for pesticide management. And then in the cellar, you're only using native yeast and really just no intervention. So you are allowed to filter. But a lot of we were crazy impressed by some of the producers in Switzerland that are actually not filtering, but their wines come out crystal clear. It's insane. They have some really cool techniques that we can talk about on another video when we introduce them. But it's in my opinion a better natty wine. Truly just like better for the earth, and
it's truly natural. It's the way that we made wine 2,000 years ago. It's kind of the way to look at it.
What's the next? I'm kind of realizing now that we probably should have done that one and the other white wine.
We're going in order that they were given out on the wine club.
Okay, so, there we go. There is
a method to this madness.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, is it correct? I don't know. That's not the point. That's not what we're going over. But we've
had people start with red wines and then go to whites at some of our tastings. Now, do we recommend that? No. But are we judging anybody? Also, no.
So sometimes.
Taking the pretentiousness out of wine drinking. So here we've got our white wine from the Pedze line, La Batoy. So this here is their 100% Chasselas wine here. Also biodynamic, Bio Suisse certified.
Also translates to the scuffle or the shuffle. It is about kind of mixing things up. So Chasselas, as everybody knows, Chasselas is the #1 white wine of Switzerland. There is no quintessential wine that we can say is more Alp or more Swiss than the Chasselas grape. And this is kind of an homage to that, where we're kind of reimagining the Chasselas in the Vaud region, which, believe it or not, that's where Chasselas is from. The grape originated in the Vaud region of Switzerland, which is the northern Lake Geneva area, kind of that Lausanne area right there. Lausanne, right?
Yeah.
Morges, Lausanne is the origination of the Chasselas grape. So here we're paying homage, and we're also kind of changing things up. And that art, on that bottle though, is so incredible and cool. The Pedze line, just like the art that we have on there, is among some of my favorite personally. I really believe that these wines are going to become more of a mainstay within our portfolio moving forward. Something that we've just personally kind of fallen in love with.
Agreed, especially now.
Oh man, the nose. on this chasselas is so vibrant. It's so
Yeah, this one is
spring.
loud.
It smells like spring in a glass.
I mean, just look at that. I know I already held this up, but look at that minerality there. I mean, it's just fizzing everywhere. Beautiful, clear. I mean, it is the palest of straw color. Not quite as pale as the white Merlot we have, but that is a pale straw if I've ever seen one.
The body on this chasselas is kind of wild, actually. The structure on it is really a little bit bigger than what you would typically associate with the chasselas.
Yeah.
The effervescence is on point, strong minerality. Oh, you can just chug this.
Yeah, this is super, super drinkable.
Yeah, this is like what you want during the summer. Slightly bubbly, easy drinking. Just pop at any time. We have one extra bottle of this. We'll set up an auction bid for anybody who wants the last bottle.
Grab it if you're quick enough and high enough. Wow.
Wine Club members only.
Yeah,
sorry
guys. Right. Join the club.
Holy wow. The legs on that, like look at that foaming that's going on here. I know. Too.
It's really effervescent.
Strong, like limestone, like
very light, but great body to it still. Like good flavor explosion in there. Super smooth and soft, but like definitely lingers for me. Like lingers a long time.
It holds on the palate, all the way to the back end. And again, something that I kind of tasted with the rosé, there is this slight tinge of bitterness on the back end, which is incredible. I'm not using bitterness in like a bad way here. This isn't a negative. It really kind of ties the flavors together. It really kind of builds like this wonderful. I mean, I am feeling a little under the weather.
I was gonna say, I haven't really been getting the bitterness.
I didn't get it on the first one, but I'm getting the slightest bit of bitterness.
I wasn't gonna overstep. Like, yeah, that's what we say. Everybody's palate is subjective.
I mean, don't give me the cookie cutter. If there isn't, man, we need to know, because I've been dealing with a sickness for like a month.
Yeah, Brendan's fucked up.
So I'm probably gonna die soon. I don't know. Buy our wine.
No, but I mean, I get it. And also I do, I'm getting kind of like I could be wrong here, but I have a feeling there might be some partial malolactic fermentation too. I'm getting a little bit of that, either that, or maybe it spent a little bit of time on lees or something. I'm getting a little bit of that kind of like
little extra dimension,
yeasty kind of extra dimension to it. In a great way, and I think that adds to the complexity on the palate on the back end too. I'm going to just revisit that just for a second.
For a little bit a second.
We got to get these
right there in the shot.
Yeah. We'll get don't worry, chat. We'll have this nice setup going here pretty soon.
We're working on it.
We'll have a good backdrop for y'all. We'll have it looking all pretty.
We'll have our setups and our position. I just basically lugged my chair around to Dylan's desk.
Yes.
And cozied right on up, and we popped some wine. So just been working in the office all day, and
wow, that is yummy.
It is. That's really good.
I would fuck this up with like a nice kind of like spring salad. You get a little bit of maybe some cut strawberries in there, a little arugula, mixed greens, a little bit of crumbled cheese, maybe. Why not?
You never need arugula in anything. But,
you're not an arugula.
It's dirt. I don't like it.
Everything
like dirt. It has the same dirt profile.
Meanwhile, you literally bust open a head of lettuce and find dirt in it.
Delicious.
Okay.
Delicious. Because my butter lettuce tastes like nothing. It's air. My arugula is literally soil.
So you're dirtist, is what you're saying.
I am a dirtist. Yeah.
Okay.
I have prejudice towards dirt flavor.
I love arugula.
That's crazy. We're not entertaining this anymore. You know what would also be really good with it is.
Do we have any arugula fans in the chat? I saw somebody do a little.
Listen,
reaction.
If you raise your hand, so help me God. But a poached egg, like an egg or an eggs Benedict with like some Hollandaise sauce and a little bit of salmon.
Okay.
A little go into the brunch nook.
Okay. Oh, with
Yeah,
this.
with
Okay, I
this,
didn't
with
know
the
if you were
shasla.
maybe giving
Not
your
the
exception
arugula.
to arugula.
No.
Okay.
There is no exception for arugula.
I was gonna counter you. Bed of arugula. Burrata ball on top.
It would just be better
Now we're
without it.
talking about glazed slices of peaches on there,
Yeah.
drizzled with some balsamic and
I know.
olive oil.
We can do this
All right,
back
all
and
right,
forth
all right.
all day.
I give up. Okay.
Spinach.
You see where I'm going with this, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Give
Okay.
it spinach. Give it and
This, but attributing to its breakfast wine name.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Some good Hollandaise sauce.
Absolutely. And I'm not a big fish guy. I'm not a big salmon guy, but I could get down.
Yeah.
I could get down. I could be convinced.
Smoked salmon slices on a.
That sounds delicious.
Dylan.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Get out of here. We're going home and having arugula tonight.
I'll make it for you.
Melissa, I already know that. So thank you. Now for the next wine. So we have one more wine that I think we're going to be enjoying with us today.
Yes.
We're gonna
one more white wine.
I think we're gonna skip over that and kind of move into red. How do you?
Oh, you're gonna go into the red.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think so. I think we want to highlight a little bit more. We've already held you guys hostage for the past 30 minutes. Well, why don't we go ahead?
Has it really been 30? Wow. Time flies when you're having fun, huh, chat?
I know.
I'm built for the dad jokes, I'll tell you that.
With that shirt, absolutely, sir.
Hey, speaking of the shirt, if we want to give a shout out Claude Ramu, Domaine du Centaure. I stole this shirt from my uncle in Switzerland last time I was there. So
I mean, it's nice.
Truly, it's nice.
Holy
man.
shit! Is that like
it's like
that's like that
fucking
like
something
like
felt damn near.
Yeah.
I'm rocking faux. Oh, don't let me get the wristwatch in there. Oh, whoopsie.
Bottles.
Yeah. So
all right. So now we're moving on to our special guest slot from our red wine, which is our Merlot. This is the San Carlo Merlot from the Ticino region. Dylan, what can you tell me a little bit about this wine?
Yeah, that's a great question. So these are from our friends over at Vinny Delea. So now what Vinny Delea does is they have a large number of hectares of vineyards all around the Swiss Italian region of Ticino.
Yep.
Now, they have most of them around the Losone area, but they also have a couple subplots in specific towns and regions around there. So they'll have their kind of general line, which we have in our shop, the Rosso di Luna and the Chiar di Luna for our Merlot and White Merlot. Yeah. This is where they take grapes from all of their vineyards into their mainstay lineup of Merlot. Now, then they also take grapes from their specialty regions to produce single site wines as well. So this is their Merlot specifically from the San Carlo vineyards. I believe it's northeast of Losone, but I will need to be fact checked on that. But it is a single vineyard Merlot, 100% Merlot, coming from the Swiss Italian region. Oh, that nose is nice. We're very excited for the Ticino region of Switzerland and for Merlot by and large, because I mean it's one of our favorite grapes that is severely undervalued in our opinion here. Yeah. Sideways won't hold us down too long though.
No.
Merlot is making a comeback, so I think Ticino will have a large part to do with that. But
funny anecdotal story that just happened. So we were just at Katie's for a dinner.
Okay.
And we
My
brought
cousin.
Dylan and Melissa's cousin. We brought them 2 bottles of wine. We brought them an Austrian Riesling Sylvaner. Which was dope.
Oh, Austrian Riesling Sylvaner.
We had it. We had the one in the clay thing.
Oh, that shit was crazy.
Delicious. Yeah. And then we brought them Merlot. We brought them one of our Ticino Merlots.
Yeah.
And we kind of went on a spiel. They had some friends there. They're super big into wine. And of course, we were all kind of just talking shit about Merlot.
Yeah.
Merlot, I don't like Merlot. Merlot's
Did they know that they were drinking Merlot?
No, I told them, and they were like, "We just launched into conversation."
Yeah,
and I was like, "This is low key, I believe, the most underrated grape
That's
ever, and probably one of my favorite red wine varietals." And they were like, "There's no way. A lot of the Merlots that we have are usually terrible." And I was like, "Well, we got to try this." And of course, it stole the show. They were like, "I had no idea Merlot could be this good. I didn't know Merlot was like this." And that's the Ticino region. 87% of their entire production line is just Merlot, the Merlot grape.
That's right.
They have a couple of other, more regional specific, but everything is Merlot. It's the perfect climate for it. And this is an incredible representation of the climate, the terroir, the history of the Ticino region.
Wow, this is great.
Spends around 12 to 18 months in oak. So it kind of has that.
It's got a great little. It's more on the nose than on the palate, but it's got little subtle touch of like that vanilla characteristic
little
you
bit
come to expect. But like, man, for spending a year to year and a half, I am not getting like hardly. I mean, no grippy the tannins are there for sure.
They're developed. They mellowed out in the age. They're definitely there, but they're not overbearing.
Yeah, this is also a 2021. So it's been able to spend a few years rounding out in bottle. But really, wow, so smooth, silky tannins on that,
And that's the thing is Merlot doesn't actually need oak. A lot of people think that Merlot needs to be aged in oak, kind of like Cab, because you need to mellow it out a little bit and kind of bring it down and add that extra body, that extra dimension. Merlot can be stainless steel. Merlot can be in oak. There's a lot of different options you can take it. The oak really exemplifies the grape.
Yeah.
It really exemplifies the tannins, the vanilla kind of structure, the oaky tobacco-iness kind of really starts to bring it together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, this would be great with some steak. Like
a
nice like ribeye. A little bit of porcini mushroom sauce,
I love mushrooms. They gotta be. Me and Mindy were just talking about this last night.
They're the best.
Top two.
Porcini or just mushroom?
Just mushroom category.
Oh, 100%.
For sure.
And also, isn't it crazy that mushrooms share more DNA with us than with plants?
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They're more more akin to sapient beings than they are to plants.
That's crazy.
That's scary.
Oh my God.
Learned that on The Last of Us. So take that with a grain of salt.
I've been watching. Who's anybody chat watching Last of Us?
No spoilers for Dylan. He's not caught up.
I'm not caught up, but I gotta say, fuck episode 3. Fuck. That was my guy. It's okay.
Abby's crazy.
Wow. I had to pour myself a second glass just for research purposes.
Just for the color.
See how it kept, developing. Yeah. Also, chat didn't get to show you color. Beautiful. More of a garnet ruby kind of getting on that darker hue of the ruby scale. Can't really tell in the camera, but slight translucence, but definitely got a nice depth of color. I'm sure largely attributed to that oak contact and a couple years in barrel there. And so these, I was able to look more into the specific plot of this winery here. And so these vineyards are grown along I don't speak Italian or Swiss Italian, so excuse my accents, but the Malezza and Maggia rivers near Locarno. So this is a few of the principal rivers that run through the Swiss Italian region. And I feel like you are able to get that too, because it's not like it's giving some freshness. Like it's not super heavy and like saturated on the fruits, like it's just been sitting baking in the sun.
No.
It's like it's got
definitely a good acidity kind of on the back end, which is nice. Kind of like more attributed to like your colder climate style reds, which I hate kind of drawing that comparison because Most people just associate Switzerland as just a cold climate all the time and kind of forget how our summers can be.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of get a lot more of that refined kind of elegance, you know, on the back end, more acidity, slightly good rounder body. Kind of really shows. It's not from the south-facing slopes, you know what I mean?
No,
the sun-drenched south-facing slopes, you know.
And a fun fact, the Ticino Swiss Italian region does get the, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the highest hourly amount of sun
in all of Switzerland.
No
way.
So they are, they are. I don't know if we covered this last time. They're the only region in Switzerland that has naturally occurring palm trees, which is pretty epic. So that kind of is a testament to the climate and the region. It is the only wine growing region of Switzerland that is below the Alps. So it actually shares a Mediterranean climate with its Italian neighbors rather than a alpine climate like the rest of the country.
Exactly.
So that's why these Merlots have been rivaling the best Merlots in the world, from Italy, you name it.
Italy, Burgundy,
Switzerland, and Ticino specifically has been taking home many gold medals at the World Merlot competition. So love to see it.
And the Merlot Maestro World
Climate,
stupid name, but incredible award.
That's what I was trying to say and just couldn't remember it.
Yeah, it's a stupid name, but that's that Merlot Maestro.
Climate change
is real.
And
we're benefiting.
Fortunately or unfortunately, benefits Switzerland probably more, definitely more than others. So we're excited to see kind of what continues to evolve out of our beautiful little winemaking country.
Yeah, I mean, it's only going to continue getting warmer, and that's only going to continue kind of benefiting us, right?
Yeah.
But one of the notes too that I found was really interesting about this that popped up time and time again, and that I got is bergamot. It is a citrusy, kind of like lemon-esque Italian native fruit that has a little bit more of a floral thing to it. And that means, man, on that
I am getting a nice little kind of blossom bergamot, floral type vibe to it. A little touch of like lime blossom in there. Brandon got a nice little shout out. Hey, Gold Root Alchemy, what's going on?
All right.
And yes, Brandon is really looking forward to the heat in Switzerland this summer. So
always, yes. And forever.
Wow, this was delicious. This was a hell of a lineup. I wish we could have tried the Dahu Noir as well.
Yes.
That is one that I was personally really looking forward to, but literally ran out. That was the counterpart to the Dahu Blanc.
What?
The Dahu Noir is a blend of Merlot, Pinot Noir, and Syrah. So probably would have been a bit more on the fuller body spectrum. I don't believe it sees any oak contact regimen though. So
yeah,
I love what Switzerland does with that, with like having a bit more fruit expression in their reds, a little bit lighter, but still driving that complexity. So that's one we weren't able to try. And also the third counterpart to the Cuve de Pedze line, L'Aiguillage. This would be a blend of Gamay, Garanoir, and Pinot Noir. So it actually would have been
just like this, but the adult version.
Yes.
Yeah, the grown-up version.
Exactly. The fully,
which I was really excited for. Yeah. With how good that rosé was.
That one seemed to be a nice kind of medium full body.
Both stainless steel as well. Both not on oak. So one of the main things for May, we're moving into spring, we're moving into summer. We want more drinkability kind of in our wines. That was one of the biggest focus for this wine club. Besides that, and the story that we wanted to tell. So just kind of wrapping everything up. We have the tradition of the Dahu, and we have the rebellious spirit of the Pedze line.
Yes.
And this is just kind of everything we like to represent here. With our wine club, we want to make something super cool, put things together about how we're pushing the spirit and pushing the envelope from Dahu all the way over to the rebellious and bold youths and teens, and not really teens, they're 30s, but they're really kind of pushing the envelope. But we take our cues from the traditions laid before us.
Yes.
From Ticino, from the illustrious Valet. We can both exist. Two things can be true. We can have a traditional standard of making wines the way that it's been passed down, but we don't want to cast any shade or try and stop anybody that's innovating in a space that desperately needs to be innovated in.
Yeah, absolutely.
More people are moving towards biodynamic. More people are moving towards indigenous grapes, more sustainable farming practices just across the board. And it's something we need to do. And Switzerland is on the forefront of it.
Yeah.
We were doing it before it was even cool.
Yeah.
We drink all of our wine, so we don't market it, but we were doing this way before the US and France really got on board with it.
Exactly.
And we were regulating it before.
Yeah.
So it's just continuing this tradition and highlighting what Switzerland is really kind of about, where we've come from and where we're going in the future.
Love that, man. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thank you.
So on that note, keep an eye out for our future club shipments. Each one will have its own unique theme.
Yep.
Super excited for the ones to come, both this summer and then falls. They're going to be sick. And honestly, for the whole rest of the year.
August is going to be crazy.
So,
I'm so excited for August.
Keep your eye out for our new shipment hitting in the next month or so.
Yep.
Really fun wines coming up for you then. And stay tuned. Keep checking in. And if you need anything, feel free to holler at us. And we're here for anything you might need.
All right.
Okay. All right, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Have a great rest of your night. Cheers.
Yours isn't touchscreen. How do I do it?
Okay, so now I ended up fixing.
Oh, you did fix it? I'm going the wrong way.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, no.
I'm locked out.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we are. Okay.
Ta-ta.
Bye.